Hello everyone, welcome to Kalpa Kendra Tarot. Today we will be filming a reading on do they dream or daydream about you. So that's the topic, and I just thought of the topic because that is a topic that I needed a reading on myself, and I thought that a reading like that does not exist, so I better do it for myself, as I often come back to my own readings and I am always surprised at how accurately I answer some of the questions in my own readings. This is not an advertisement for my channel, although I can by all means promote myself, my own readings. But that's not why I'm saying this. I'm not saying this to promote myself in any way. I genuinely mean it. Sometimes I go back to my previous readings, and then because I have certain questions which I feel I have already done readings on, and then I like reading for myself, which is why I started the channel basically, because I felt that the readings that I could do for myself were far more detailed, and I felt like other people were not reading it the way I was doing it. And so I felt like, yeah, let me record my own readings and see what options I like, which options I choose, and what reading comes through. And that gave birth to Kalpa Kendra as it stands today. So this is one of those readings that I thought in my head, and then I thought that let me read for myself. Let me have a few options, and then it will be interesting. Let me put it on YouTube. So it's one of those readings. Do they dream or daydream about you? It's a question I have had, not only in like serious circumstances, but even generally. I have felt that sometimes I have come across people and I felt an energy from them where I felt that I was attracted to them. But now, because I'm very aware of my own energy, it hardly confuses me now. Like now, if I think a thought or I feel a feeling, I can almost certainly find out whether or not it's my thought, it's my feeling, or I'm picking up on somebody else's feeling, somebody else's thoughts. Because sometimes that happens. You can just you know be an absorber and absorb other people's energy and think of their energy to be your own. If you don't know what your energy is like, or if you are not aware of your own unique energy imprints, you might just think other people's thought to be your own. So sometimes I've come across people and I'm like, I am not attracted to this person, or by no offense, it's not about that person, but it genuinely I felt like I'm not attracted, but I have these thoughts. These thoughts I don't think are mine. So sometimes that has happened with me, and I'm like pretty sure that it is that person's thought, but then I cannot go and tell the person that, hey dude, I know your thoughts, and that's not something, that's not even an option. So I hope that you have come to this reading with a person in mind, and I hope you find your answers just the way I hoped to find my answers from some reading at some point. And this is not for only serious circumstances. I want to read for all the circumstances possible, serious, non-serious, one-time meetings, whatever. If you have a thought about a person and you wonder if they dream or daydream about you, maybe this reading will answer your question. So that's my intention for today's reading. I'll just introduce the groups quickly. For group number 1, we have card number 4, Chant. For group number 2, we have card number 1, B. And for group number 3, no, sorry. Did I say that right? For group number 1, the card is Chant, card number 4. For group number 2, the card is B, card number 1. And for group number 3, the card is Bonfire, card number 2. I think I was doing it correctly, but then I got confused, or I started questioning myself, as I always do. So these are your 3 groups, people. If you have already selected your group, then you can meet me at the click of your timestamp. And if not, then you can just close your eyes, think about the question, open your eyes and see which card attracts you the most, and then meet me at the click of your timestamp. Hello, beautiful people. So, if you had selected this chant card, card number 4, then welcome to your reading. The card says, "Hear me loud, hear me roar, for I am here in my truth." Okay, so that's your card, and we have three women dancing in front of a mountain surrounded by bees. Um, okay, group number one. Do they dream or daydream about you? Let me talk about the energy first and then we will answer the question. First of all, this person, at least this card, speaks highly about authenticity. Obviously, authenticity should be spoken of highly, but this card talks about speaking your truth and not wanting to bend yourself out of shape to make someone else happy, understanding fully well uh, what your desires are and who you are. In the beginning of the reading, even before starting the reading, in my intro, I had said something about knowing your energy fully well, so that when you have a thought, you are able to discern whether or not it is your thought or you're picking on somebody else's energy. This person is very aware of their energy, aware of who they are. They are done questioning and doubting themselves, which is a very attractive energy to be in. Honestly, if you ask me whether, like, if they dream or daydream about you, they don't care what you think, and it may be disappointing, but hear me out. Uh, they don't care if whether or not you are able to find out that they have dreams or daydreams about you, because if they like you, it's a sure short energy. Like, you, it's an energy that you can depend on, it's an energy you can rely on. The truth about this person is very tricky. It's very tricky. Like, you are asking me if they are dreaming or daydreaming about you, but if you were to ask them, they will actually tell you the truth. I don't know why you have to come to me. So that's what I'm saying, that their confidence is so loud and clear that it is almost scary, a little intimidating. Maybe you're not able to question this person, but for whatever circumstances. But if you were to ask them directly, maybe you would have a very clear and honest answer, because this person does not want to fool anybody anyway. They are trying to they are very happy to stand in their own authentic energy. Okay. And chant reminds me of this mantra chanting exercise. When you chant a mantra, usually, no matter which state of consciousness or stage of consciousness you're operating from, usually the idea is very clear in your head. There is either a specific purpose that you want to achieve with mantra chanting, or there's a goal in mind, but there is usually some sort of clarity associated with it. Like, you either want to please the deity, or you want a particular result, or you want a certain you want to progress in such in a specific area. So you have some sort of clarity in your mind, which may be like, the goal may be different depending on where you're standing in your spiritual journey, but there is a certain sense of clarity. Okay, a certain sense of wanting a very specific thing, either progress or a specific manifestation, something. So this person is very aware of their energy and why they do what they do. So their confidence is so high and they're so comfortable in their own truth, that you really don't need to go around and you don't really need to ask around about what they think. If you ask them, they'll be honest, and they're very clear about this. Okay. But I do think that there is some difficulty in this connection, which is why you are here, which is why you're probably asking this question, and which is why probably they have not been able to communicate to you how they feel about you, because it feels like they are persevering. There's some problem. The back of the deck energy is perseverance. So there's some problem which obviously makes it difficult for them to act on their feelings as of now. But I'll tell you what their feelings are. Right, so you did hear the sound of the puja bells now. For the first energy that we are dealing with, you have destiny clarified by Queen of Wands and the Lovers. So this person thinks that okay, so here's the thing. I don't know who you're asking about, but this person thinks that it is one their destiny to run into somebody like you. Ah, not somebody, run into you. To meet you was their destiny, is their destiny. Because the impact that you have had on them is, cannot be classified as ordinary. And as I am speaking, I'm feeling like I'm channeling for some person from a different culture, definitely not mine. I don't know, Europe comes to mind. Mm, and because I feel like I'm seeing these people and I'm seeing the interaction happen, and I'm seeing what I am channeling for, and it feels like it could be the people that I'm channeling for could be Indian or for Asians, or if from any part of the world. But what it feels like is that the impact that you have had on this person makes them feel like you are otherworldly, and they are not able to remember or think of any other person like you that they might have met in their lifetime. They are like, who are you? And when you're in front of them, you have like their attention 100%. They're not able to, like, you, my friend, when you stand in front of them, or your name is so powerful that when you appear, or when you're mentioned, they are attracted and not distracted. Nothing can distract them from you. Okay. And they choose to have this experience. What is coming to mind is, how in relationships sometimes people say that if I had to do it all over again, knowing everything I know about us now, I would do it all over again, and I would fall for you again and again, in every universe, in every um, like in every, what is it called, universe, every reality, every whatever. Okay, every like every version of the multiverse, I would fall for you. So something like that, where this person is saying it is my destiny to get attracted to you, or pay attention to you, or fall for you anytime you appear in my reality, which is a very strong thing to say. And with the Lovers, I feel like they're saying that I'll consciously choose it. I'll consciously choose to fall in love with you, because when you appear, it's like everything else disappears from in front of my eyes. No matter what reality they're born into, no matter which universe they're born into, or which dimension, whatever exists, whatever reality exists out of this planet Earth, or including this planet Earth, in the multiverse of universes, I feel like this person is saying that the moment they are born, or the moment they are conscious, they start praying for you. My God, I felt something in my heart though. It's very painful for them to imagine a reality where you do not exist. Okay. So they're saying that it's their destiny. Some of them, depending on how close you are saying that these people are saying that it's their destiny to end up with you, which is why I was a little like worried about delivering the message, because I don't know who I'm reading for. If you've just met this person, these are really intense feelings to have. But trust me, whether you've just met the person or you've known the person for a while, they have very strong feelings for you, and they are not hiding it. They might not have said it to you, but if you ask them, they would probably not lie to you, because there is this thing about them where they want to appear in their full authenticity. They don't want to lie, especially not to you. They're saying it again and again from the moment I started the reading. Now, with the insecurity in reverse, and with clarified by Eight of Swords and Empress, it feels like they have to reach a point where they are confident enough to stand in their authentic truth, no matter how unconventional or against the social norms they seem to be, or their beliefs seem to be. Um, they have developed this confidence after battling insecurities that they have had since their childhood. Like, they have had people make them feel small, make them feel like an outsider all their life, and they have actually, they stood in that moment where they were made to feel like a freak. People actually made them feel really small and weird, and kind of they made them feel like they don't belong. And they actually, they have experienced this, and they stood their ground. They have battled and struggled and survived some of these experiences, and they are saying that knowing what they now know, like the confidence that they have found in themselves now, is a result of a lot of struggle. But they are thanking that struggle that they have had, which gives them the confidence to face an unconventional connection like this. I don't think this is a conventional connection. I don't think the situation is such that they can come up to you and tell you that you really turned their life upside down, or you have had an impact that they cannot even verbalize, to make you understand what you mean to them. So, but they are again standing in their truth, facing the connection, at least internally, and being honest with themselves about how much you mean to them. And they're waiting for divine timing to someday be able to tell you how they feel, because they know that that day will come, that day will one day arrive when they have to tell you, when they are able to tell you, have to tell you, they are able to tell you, they will have to tell you someday, because it is their destiny. And they know that. And with the Empress, I take the fact that the Empress appears to be pregnant traditionally in most cards very seriously. I take the fact very seriously because I feel like it has a message. Um, so, with the Empress, you see, when a woman is pregnant, usually you might have heard mothers say, like pregnant women say, that all I wish for this child is to be born healthy. So a lot depends on God, and they start building their connection with God internally, and they pray to God and communicate with God for the well-being of the child, for the health of the child. So a lot depends on divine timing. But they are already, even before they have given births, they have, they even before they have actually delivered the baby, they have given the birth, they identify as a mother from the moment they are pregnant. So there is an understanding in this person that they already are yours, or you belong to them, even though this union has not happened. And when it will happen, much like the birth of a child depends on God, your union depends on God. And after struggling to come to this point, when they have become this person, when they are able to accept and identify as your partner, or as your counterpart, they're saying that they have the wisdom to surrender things to God when they know that it is the only option. So they recognize that they have the wisdom to understand when the only thing to do is to surrender, or the wisest thing to do is surrender. And they have surrendered. They don't have any insecurities anymore. They had it. They know that, they know what it feels like to be the one standing against the crowd, standing against conventions, to not be conventionally belonging to the society, or accepting everything that the society says we should. They know that the insecurities have ended, and now they say that no matter how stuck they feel, no matter how scared they are, they will still wait for you. They'll still wait for you. This is the message with Eight of Swords, that no matter how stuck I feel, you see, with insecurity upright, if Eight of Swords had come through, I would know that they're still insecure, but they're not. They have dealt with all of that. They have dealt with this energy, and now they're emerging as this Empress. Even without the Empress here, the Empress came in much later. But with the Eight of Swords, I knew that this person feels stuck, and yet they're confident enough to stand in this energy and say that, yes, I like you. I like you enough to wait for you and wait for God to intervene, because I know you're my destiny. So that's what they're saying here. Now, with the third energy, rejection, Queen of Cups and Six of Wands. My friend, you may be with somebody else, they may be with somebody else. You may have been rejected by them, they may have been rejected by you. You might go on to reject them. It may be a possibility. Rejection is a possibility from both the sides, either of the sides. And yet, I'll tell you what, because everybody's situation will be different. They're saying that even if the situation looks like you have rejected them, or if they move towards you, you will reject them. Even if the situation looks like that, Queen of Cups has this amazing ability to see beyond, um, what is it called? People's masks, or people's. So, whatever people are masquerading as, Queen of Cups has this ability to see beyond that, to see beyond the physicality of, like, whatever appears in the physical world. The Queen of Cups is able to connect with the reality beyond the physical world. So maybe it looks like rejection, but they understand that it is a pattern. Because you see, even in the rejection card, what happens is that this man um, gets ignored by other people, so it appears as rejection. But what happens is, nobody is actually able to understand this man's true qualities, okay, or hidden powers. If you have heard about Phil Collins, no, not heard about, but if you have heard Phil Collins to True Colors, this song, you will be able to understand the energy of that song, how Phil Collins is talking to a child and saying that, I see your true colors, that's why I love you, something like that. So they are saying that even with the situation looking the way it does, they are able to see the true situation, the actual situation. And they will wait for you. They'll wait for you because they know that it is your destiny. The situation will turn around. With Six of Wands, I was like, I actually wanted clarification, and I remember three cards came through as clarification. There was Star, I think there was Death, and Seven of Wands. So, and with those energies, I just knew that, this person is like, has like absolute faith that you are the one for them, and they're gonna wait because they know that eventually destiny is going to be in their favor, in the favor of this connection, and you are going to belong to them. And so this is a very strong reading, and that's why I was saying that with the Eight of Wands, I'm not sure if, and then you have Knight of Swords, I'm not sure if these are the messages that you were destined to get through this reading. And I don't know what this connection is like, but the feelings that they have, if you're asking about dreams, yes, they have been like, the dreams are confirmation from divine that you were meant to come into their life. If you ask about daydream, yes, they constantly daydream about you, okay, and they do so willingly. So they do daydream about you, and they do so willingly. Sometimes I'm not sure if this person is trying to manifest you, because this person is quite chill. They know that, they don't have to manifest their destiny. Destiny is something that they are destined to arrive at, and they're not calling this fate. Fate has this thing to it where it happens to you more than you choosing to. arrive at it. Destiny, you know, with destiny there's this element of choice, where you kind of, there's a role to play for you as well. So they're saying that they eventually will arrive at a place where you will be theirs, and they're very sure about that, and their daydreams are full of visions of you, visions of the future. That's how they got confirmed. Like that's their confirmation, actually. That's how they were able to confirm the fact that yes, you belong to them and they belong with you, and you probably are in a spiritual connection or a soul connection. So yes, they dream and daydream about you, and these dreams they do not take lightly. They love dreaming about you, and they willingly, consciously daydream about you. Okay, so that was your reading, group one. Let me know if you liked the reading or it resonated with you. I don't know if you have a like if you have any way of confirming it, if it resonates with you or not, unless you talk to your person. But otherwise, I also have two other tarot channels, two other YouTube channels where I do tarot readings in Hindi and in Bengali. If you understand those languages, then you might want to subscribe to those channels as well. If you need any personal or spiritual guidance for me on regarding any situation, then you can contact me on WhatsApp, email, or Instagram. Otherwise, I'll see you in another reading sometime very, very soon. Till then, take care. Hello, group 2. If you had selected this B card, then welcome to your reading. The card says, don't drink all of life from one flower, for there are many to taste and many to explore. It's self explanatory, by the way. Don't like focus on one flower all your life or one thing all your life. There are many things to experience and explore. That is what the card says. And this is pretty much the first card of the deck. Yes. Okay, so we have a couple of energies trying to come through in this reading. I will get to them one by one, but let me first tell you that if you are asking about a person that you are in a relationship with, then this reading will have a different message. And if you are asking about a person that you're no longer in a relationship with, but you fondly remember, or maybe you're asking about an ex, in that case the reading will be a little different. I will tell you the interpretations for both the cases, like both the scenarios, and you can take what resonates and leave the rest, because it is a general reading at the end of the day. So group 2, the very like primary energy that we're dealing with is that, like the absolute like what do I say, uh, prominent and clear thing about this reading is that your person is trying to move on. Even if you are in a relationship, they are trying to find someone else. Even if you're not in a relationship, they're trying to find someone else. The reasons will be different, by the way. If you are in a relationship, one, let me tell you this, that this is the first card of the deck. This card has this energy, at least for this pile, this reading, it has this energy where your person is asking like what's next, or what. With the very first card of the deck, there's this energy where this person is asking if there is anything else that they are missing before making a decision. Or sometimes I can confirm at least that there comes a point in our life where before making a decision which may be as like grand and important as marriage, we think about that. But sometimes when we are wondering if spending our days depressed and living our life like nothing matters and nothing will ever change for us, if at all we are doing justice to our time, or should we kind of look around and see that if there is a possibility that we are actually wasting our time being depressed because there is somebody better out there, and maybe our life can change for the better. So in both the cases, if you're depressed, if you've just come out of a relationship, then also you wonder if there's light at the end of the tunnel. And sometimes when you're getting married, then also, you wonder if at all you're making the right decision. It has this sort of energy, and in both the scenarios this energy holds true, that before making a decision, they want to be sure that they are choosing the right person. And I also feel that there is a good chance that your person gets easily distracted, or there are a lot of distractions in their life. Okay. um Anyway, so with the first card, it feels like I'm waiting to see what all, like, what other cards are there and what else the deck is about. So there's this thing where they have not explored life. And I am more inclined towards that explanation where, before committing to you, they want to look around and see if there's anyone else better than you before committing. I'm more inclined towards that explanation. For a few of you who have ended your relationship with this person, there I think it is likely that this person probably is thinking about you and thinking whether or not they should sulk in the corner, or they should, give a fair chance to life to bring them someone else as interesting or maybe more interesting than you. In both the cases, they're trying to move on. Okay, so that's the primary energy. Right out, right off the bat. All right. Okay, so with the first energy that we're dealing with, impasse, with the Four of Wands and the Hermit, it feels like, obviously, that thing where before they get settled, they want to go into the depths of their heart and find out if this is what they want, because what they feel like this connection with you, what they have with you, could very well be a block or an obstacle on their path, where it might limit their opportunities of living their life a certain way, because this connection would definitely block out certain doors or close certain doors for them. What if they get committed with you? Then they can't get committed with anyone else. They are labeled for life. That sort of energy is there, where they are wondering if this is worth it. And even in case of people where you have ended your relationship with this person is actually thinking that, by thinking about you again and again. So like I said, that there are two different energies coming through. If you've ended your relationship, or if you've moved on from this person is saying that by choosing to remember you or be stuck in your thoughts and memories, they are doing themselves a disservice, because there could be other things that they will find interesting, or there could be other things that could entertain them, but they are not giving those things a legit opportunity. Okay. And they're thinking about all these things before getting settled, because getting settled is really not on their mind. Maybe you have parted ways with this person because this person was not getting committed, or because this person was not giving you, making you their priority, or not giving you what you deserve or what you need. They were not even giving you the basic minimum, the bare minimum. And if you are willing to get married to this person will have this energy about them, where they talk about marriage in somewhat of a demeaning manner, where they think of marriage as like being in a prison or something. If that is happening, then that is your red flag, and you should take it seriously. With the second energy, there is release, clarified by Nine of Swords and the High Priestess. So this person, in both the scenarios, whether you are in a relationship with them or not, they are trying to release this connection, or the at least the limitations that this connection comes with. Like, if you expect or demand certain things from this person, say you demand a certain like a certain what do I say, a certain amount of time or certain quantity. What is the thing for time anyway? You demand a section of their time, okay, from them, and you expect them to be present with you or to do certain things for you. Those things appear to be limitations or too demanding for this person. This person is not happy to give you what you want, and this is in both the cases, whether you are together or not, because this person is really not happy that they have to make certain sacrifices in order to make you happy, and they're consciously trying to release themselves from this situation where they are sort of a slave to your commands. Again, I don't know if it resonates with you, but that is how it is coming through to me. And follow your intuition. Like, if this person has made you feel anxious or restless, and this person has made you feel like you are not a priority for them, or they really struggle to make you their priority, and openly jokes about the wife jokes or the husband jokes, where you talk about the other person as your jailer, or as the person who has kept you restricted, or who is after your life. You know, the typical wife and husband jokes, where the partner is made to seem like some sort of a policeman taking in a prisoner, where they are the prisoner and you are the jailer, something like that. So they're saying that you have restricted their freedom, and they want freedom, and they get really anxious thinking about how demanding you are, they're saying. And also, if you're not with this person, then this person is trying to release your thoughts, because you really but they really have you going in their head, like your thoughts going in their head 24/7, and they cannot stop thinking about you. For that reason, they want to get rid of you. And also, their intuition keeps sending them signs and not signs and synchronicities, but showing them, keep showing them things that remind them of you. That is what they're scared of. For the people who are in relationship, they are scared of how intuitive you are, and how you're able to sense anytime they are out with their friends, or they are eyeing another person, you are able to sense it. You're like, are you checking out that guy or that girl? Whatever works for you. So they understand that you're intuitive, and they hate that. They're like, you always understand, and it's too much pressure for them to conform to your idea of loyalty or relationship or commitment. And they actively want to, they have this energy where they sit with their friends and kind of talk about how miserable their life has become after coming into a relationship. It is not, again, Nine of Swords, it's not an easy energy to deal with. They are constantly saying that it is giving them sleepless nights, okay. With the third energy, grief, clarified by the Magician, Three of Cups, and Ace of Swords, and we also have Three of Pentacles. They would love to like look at other options and see, if for people who are not in a relationship with this person misses you and thinks about the many ways in which the relationship was difficult, the relationship that you had together was difficult, but they also miss you, and they think of you. They kind of feel bad, and they are sad, genuinely sad that the relationship ended. And I don't think the relationship was easy in any way, because whether or not you are together, this still has certain very prominent red flags, okay. So I think, and God knows, man, I should not be saying this, but your decision is up to you. But for some people, I can confirm that maybe by walking away, you made the right choice, because it feels like an energy that you should be paying closer attention to, if at all this reading resonates with you. And you should be seriously thinking about whether or not you want to spend your life with a person like this, or not even life, but spend any amount of time with a person like this. Maybe time is quantified by amount, God knows. English is not my first language, so I do struggle with words sometimes. Now, the thing is, with the magician and three of cups, like I said, that they are trying to manifest an opportunity where they can get together with another person who will help them feel freedom. For people who are in a relationship, they would love a third party situation, they would love it, and they're trying to manifest it very actively. They know the truth that if they are with you, they will be like, if they commit to this situation and the situation turns out to be a long term situation where they are in a long term relationship with you or in a long term marriage with you, then they will have they will suffer a lot. They will just be sad that their freedom ended, or life as they knew it, as they loved it, ended, because this is a person who likes to constantly explore in terms of relationships, in terms of everything. They don't have a very stable or secure energy to them. They constantly want to move from one chapter to the other, one person to the other, that sort of energy. They like you, they like the fact that they have something a little more stable with you. Four of wands, they are saying that, yeah, I have some sort of stability with you. They don't want to let you go for some people, but they're at the same time not very happy for to have manifested this situation where they are not a person who can be in a stable, secure, harmonious relationship for too long. They want that thrill of chase from time to time, okay? And they know this truth that they will not be happy in a stable relationship. For people who are not in a relationship with this person, they are not happy that the relationship ended, but they also know that this relationship ended for good. That they would have ended up either cheating on you or manifesting a situation where they explore other options. They could not have been loyal to you. This is not a loyal person. This is not a loyal person. So this thing, that 10 of wands, 10 of swords, they think that this relationship either is too much or was too much. If the relationship has ended, it was too much for them. If it has not ended, then it is too much for them to deal with, and they are like, I'm at my wits end now. I really want to like the release card. I want to get out of this relationship. So if you're asking about whether they dream or daydream about you, no, they don't. They are filled with anxiety about how they will deal with this relationship if it turns out to be a long term situation. They don't want to be in a situation like this. And they for the people who are not in a relationship, they think about you. They don't dream or daydream, but they think about what they have lost and the many ways they can move on, the many ways in which they can move on from this connection, and what all they can do about it. All these things they think about. But the daydream aspect, the intuitive aspect, that is not coming through. Even though we have high priestess here, for I think a small number of people, a very small section of people who will choose this group. If you have parted ways with this person constantly thinks about you, but it is still at the level of thought, and they think that these intuitive messages are coming from their subconscious, and you probably have like have had a big impact on them, and they'll not be able to forget you. But it is very karmic. It is still addiction, at the level of addiction, where they're addicted to your energy, or addicted to how you made them feel, or addicted to the highs of the relationship. It is not a very high vibrational sort of relationship where dreams and daydreams become like um, constant feature of the relationship, or your reality. That is not happening for this relationship. So that is the reading for you group 2. Let me know if it resonated. If you would like more readings like this, then subscribe to the channel. If you are interested in Hindi and Bengali tarot readings, if these are the two languages that you understand, then you can subscribe to the other other two YouTube channels that I have, where I do tarot readings in Hindi and Bengali. If you want personal or spiritual guidance from me on any situation, then you can contact me on Instagram, WhatsApp, and Gmail. Otherwise, I'll see you in another reading sometime very, very soon. Till then, take care. Hello, group 3. If you selected the bonfire card, card number 2, then welcome to your reading. Your card says, it is through remembering that you will wake the ritual of your existence and be reborn in mighty celebration. So it is only when you are able to remember that you will be able to awaken the ritual of your very existence, okay? And in that celebration, you will again be born. So I just um, did a voice change, I feel, from active to passive. But anyway, that's the beauty of English readings, that I don't have to go into the detail of the meaning of the card. But anyway, I can read through my intuition. Group 3. But that's because most of the cards are in English, none, like no other reason. Right. So group 3, there's this beautiful energy, I must tell you. This card talks about how bonfires are reminder, serve as a reminder of the light of the sun. So it is basically, it talks about the reminder, serving as a reminder. This card serves as a reminder of your inner talent or inner power, hidden talent, um, a light which will get extinguished if it is not tended to. Okay, so you need to tend to your inner talent or inner power. But my understanding about this is very strong, that if there is something inside of you which is trying to awaken, then it is basically coming from the level of soul, in the mind, body, and spirit sort of combination. Your spirit is awake, like waking, awakening to it, and in that case, until and unless it fulfills its job, say if your body and mind is not following suit, then it will take some time, but it will basically be able to, like, basically do its job, if not in this lifetime, then in some other lifetime. So I don't think this connection is a short term connection. I don't think you're asking about a connection which has started and then might get extinguished. That may be a fear of yours. Maybe you're asking other people whether or not this is a long term connection, or what will happen. This may be a soul connection, this may be a twin flame or soulmate type of situation. Okay, high level soulmate sort of situation. But this connection is not, it's only going to end with you. The end of you will be the end of connection, and I don't even mean the end of the physical you. I mean, when you cease to exist, this connection will cease to exist. This connection will be alive, as long as you're alive, as long as you exist in any corner of this universe, this connection will. This is the power this connection has. So this person's energy towards you is that they think that if they don't pay attention to this connection, it will kind of go away. It is a huge, um, powerful sort of feeling what they hold for you inside of themselves, and they are trying to handle it all on their own. I'm not even saying that it's easy, because it's not. What they have to handle in the name of feelings is too great to call this easy. So if they say that they have feelings for you, that would truly be undermining the undermining the impact that you have had on them. Also, they think that you remind them of their true potential or true nature, or you remind them of their higher truth, or of who they are. There is this element where, looking at you, they feel like they were meant to do something which they cannot remember, but then, as if you give them hints about their soul purpose, or about their soul's journey, or about where they're meant to be. You kind of, how if some people come into your life and they lift the veil for you, the veil, the amnesia that we have when we come onto this planet, we forget who we are and everything. So you kind of push them beyond that amnesia. Sometimes you kind of make them, in a jiffy, you make them remember who they are, and then suddenly it goes away and they're like, oh my god, what is happening to me? It's not easy. It's definitely not easy dealing with your feelings, or the feelings that they have for you. Right, dealing with the feelings that they have for, not your feelings, okay, their feelings for you. So the first energy that we're dealing with is recovery, clarified by Ace of Cups and Nine of Swords in the reverse. They have been the heart chakra has been activated by what they feel for you. If you have met this person, have come across this person, had any sort of interaction with this person where this person was able to feel certain things coming from you energetically, have like an exchange of feelings, if you have looked into their eyes, or some sort of exchange has happened which made them realize who you are, or had them, like, made them have a hint of who you are, it awakened something inside of them that they are not able to label. They don't know if it is love. They're trying to understand. Okay, it is, like, if you ask me, I understand that, they have been awakened to a feeling of unconditional love, which is not easy to either understand or label. They have never felt it for somebody. With Ace of Cups and everything coming from the mushrooms, it's very, very clear that there's something that they have felt, which is like taking, like, the whole of their energy, all of their energy, to make sense of, or to handle, to manage. They're not able to contain in their heart what they're feeling, and it's like it's all over the place, and that is the feeling that they're trying to recover from. So you came into their life and ignited a sort of feeling inside of them which they're still trying to recover from. They're like, oh, what happened to me? What has group 3 done to me? Oh, my heart. What is happening? Is it a heart attack? What is it called? They probably had certain sensations in their spine, or something in their body, and they're like, oh my god, what is happening to me? That's why I'm saying that it could be a soul connection, because it does not feel like an ordinary sort of thing. With Nine of Swords in the reverse, they're trying every day to not um, like go into a spiral of anxiety, or they're they're trying not to get hung up on understanding what this is, or hung up on this situation. They're trying the level best to not think about you. This person, it like tries to, like, puts a lot of energy into forgetting you, into not thinking about you. It takes like all of their energy sometimes, even if they are not exercising and everything. Just the amount of energy it takes to not think of you is a lot. Nine of Swords in the reverse, to keep it reversed, it is taking all of the energy to not have those panic attacks, to not have these anxieties about you, to not try to understand what is happening to you. They're thinking that if they give it time, the fire will get extinguished. That's what the card says about bonfire. Like, it needs tending. If it's not tended to, then if you don't tend to the fire, what will happen? It will get extinguished, and they think that it will get extinguished. That's the thing. Now, when I started the reading, I was like a little confused, like, what is the card even saying? The fire will get extinguished? How? I mean, there will always be another fire, or something else will start reminding them of there being this inner sun. And literally the sun card came out again. So one bonfire goes out, another bonfire will start, and it will keep calling them, keep reminding them of what they are hiding, or sorry, what they are running away from. So I understood that, but this card kind of gives me this idea that it is about this person who's thinking that if they are able to just extinguish this one bonfire that has started inside of them, they'll be fine. They'll be able to like manage, and they'll be able to like get rid of whatever is happening, and they'll be able to get rid of you. Okay, and this recovery is still not complete. They're still in that process. That this is what they're trying to deal with. They're extremely scared of even admitting this, but they unwillingly daydream about you. It's not something that they do willingly. It's something that they're very scared of. They think that that's what they're fighting, that's what they're actively fighting. And they think that if they're able to subside all these feelings, and just like pack all these feelings in a tiny little bag, and throw it into the other, like into the other end of the universe, or some distant corner of the world, then maybe they'll be fine. With the renewal, High Priestess, and Three of Pentacles, Oh my god. Even when I was pulling the cards, I did not get this thing that I'm getting now, but it keeps coming back. What did I say? I was not even thinking about this like message, this metaphorical message with recovery and renewal. Every time they are able to extinguish the bonfire inside of them, they feel the fire starting in another corner. They think it's been put out, and then the fire starts again. There's a constant renewal from their own intuition, which gets them into a third party sort of a situation. They end up asking for support. That what is happening? Help me, God. I don't want this. I don't want to do this. That's what they say. And God has this way of communicating with them, where God is saying them, is telling them that feel your fears. They are your guides. And this person is not able to understand. This person is thinking that God is not helping them or something. They are constantly contacting their intuition and then getting scared of their intuition as well. Because you see how similar these two mushrooms are. It looks very similar. What the messages that they're getting intuitively, it feels like they are giving them a message about their deeply held feelings, and the universe is like saying to them that you need to pay attention to whatever you're feeling, and that's exactly what they are scared of. And yet every time they think, they have heard that if you sit for meditation and all, if you do spiritual practices, it helps. But whenever they are trying to do spiritual practices to seek divine help, Three of Pentacles, it is kind of pushing them more and more towards the renewal of this energy, the renewal of their inner fire, their hidden feelings, the inner sun. And again they are fighting to keep Nine of Swords in the reverse, and Three of Pentacles is kind of again talking about, I don't know, whenever I see Three of Cups and Three of Pentacles, I almost intuitively, my mind says third party. They're asking for guidance, and the guidance is manifesting as a third party situation where they cannot ignore the fact anymore that maybe they are in a relationship with somebody, but there is someone else that has their attention, has their undivided attention. Although they felt like they would never divide their attention between their partner and someone else, but this is happening, and they are forced to recognize the situation. Again, they're fighting as well as they can uh, to not let any of this come to the surface, because Nine of Swords is in the reverse. They're still meditating, trying their best to kind of deal with the situation properly to the best of their ability. Now, instinct, the Sun, King of Wands, the Moon, and Queen of Wands. This is why I said, this could be a twin flame connection, because or a divine counterpart sort of situation, because of these messages. There's the Sun, there's the Moon. Just look at this spread, okay? There's the Sun, then there's King of Wands, the Moon, Queen of Wands. We are dealing with counterparts. Sun and Moon, divine masculine, divine feminine. Like this is symbolism of masculine energy. This is the symbol of feminine energy. Then you have King of Wands and Queen of Wands, which are counterparts in tarot, right? So an instinct, that is what I'm saying. They instinctively, the things that they see in front of them, they are not only dreaming about you, they're also daydreaming about you, and both the things are happening very, very strongly. If you needed a confirmation about dreams and daydreams, basically hammering them into waking up to a certain realization, then that is exactly what is happening in this group. They are being pushed and kicked into, by their dreams and daydreams, into recognizing the truth of this connection. This is all happening at the level of instinct, where they instinctively feel, maybe they are not seeing any physical proof of it, but they're instinctively feeling that whatever they see reminds them of you. Whatever they see in their dreams reminds them of you. Whatever they feel in their heart reminds them of you. It all leads them back to you. Are they happy about it? No, they are not. In fact, there's I just feel like crying because of this energy. King of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Trust me, they would want to be this person who's totally focused on their own abundance and their own life, what they are doing, and they would not want to focus on you. That's not what they want. They don't know why this has happened. There is no bigger confirmation that I can give in any other reading about dreams and daydreams being a very prominent feature of somebody's life, where they are being awakened to a certain truth by the universe with the help of these divine tools that have been given to us in our conscious and subconscious reality of dreams and daydreams. So what are they dreaming about? They're dreaming about seeing you in different situations where they understand their feelings for you, which kind of tell them about a very deep love that they have for you, very deep feelings that they have for you. So their dreams serve as that reminder of a very deep bond that they share with you. What are they daydreaming about? They're daydreaming about seeing you in their physical reality. That someday you will come, because sun sheds light on things, okay? When the sun rises, everything in this world is lit. So what happens is that everything in their reality will become more beautiful with your entrance into their life, in your presence. That's what they feel. King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands. You belong with them. You belong with them as their counterpart, as pretty much their partner in whatever they are doing. They are feeling all of the, and this is their instinct. They may be this wolf looking at a particular direction, but here you can see their higher self is telling them that although you're looking at this direction, I am looking directly at group 3, and they're trying to understand why. And it's not easy. I don't think the intensity of the feelings here, I don't think they have been able to make sense of fully. Back of the deck energy, they still want to focus on their abundance. Four of Swords, they get no time to rest, let alone make sense of what is happening to them. They want to sit quietly and be able to understand what is happening. And sometimes I feel like complacency, workaholic, they have kind of accepted that this is what it is, that they have very strong feelings for you, but they have a lot of work to do, and they don't have the time to sit and think about all this. But yes, they are dreaming and daydreaming about you very strongly. So that's why I said that it looks like a counterpart sort of situation, group 3. I warned you. It's not like I didn't warn you. Very, very strong feelings. So that was your reading, group 3. If you liked it, let me know in the comments. For more readings like this, subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in Hindi and Bengali tarot readings, then maybe you would like to subscribe to the other 2 channels that I have. The details would be there in description box below. If you need personal or spiritual guidance from me in like regarding any situation, then you can contact me on email, WhatsApp, or Instagram. Otherwise, I'll see you in another reading sometime very, very soon. Till then, take care.